Hi, everybody.
Hola, hola, mi gente.
My name is Marbelli,
Y yo soy María Carla.
and together we are the Unfiltered Sisters. So, what is the craziest thing you've done for money?
Oh my God. I've done a few crazy things for money, but like the craziest one,
Uh-oh.
I mean, not bad, but like the
Okay.
craziest one, I downloaded a fee finder
Okay.
and I created like a whole fake profile with like a fake email, fake name. Like it was a whole new identity.
Yeah.
And I started posting pictures, but I didn't sold not even one picture.
You didn't sell
No vendí
anything?
ni una maldita foto, literal. Yo no sé por qué, because it's not like I have like an ugly toe or anything like that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I've seen people that they sell more when they have like a
Ugly
something.
feet, or like if
Yeah.
they have like dirty feet too.
Yeah, like weird stuff. Like there's so many weird people. Not weird, but there's people out there into like things that I'm not into, you know. Hay gente ahí que le gustan las cosas que para mí a lo mejor son raras, pero a lo mejor para los demás no.
Right.
Pero no vendí ni una foto. Y entonces fue como que me sentí como que súper mal y dije, oh, I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Dijiste, bueno, ya no voy a vender fotos de mis pies entonces.
No, me hubiese gustado porque la verdad es que hay mucha gente haciendo dinero en esa industria,
Es claro.
pero no, nada que ver.
Yeah. Oh, bueno, listen, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Y no, nada, la otra cosa que hice fue I started selling my plasma.
Your
Like
plasma, like your blood?
My blood, you know, it's the blood and then they divide the plasma and then they give you back your blood. It was super weird.
Wow.
I did it like 3 times. The third time was la tapa que le puso al pomo. Like it was the
Yeah.
time when I said I'm never doing this again because when they put the needle in my arm and then they put the blood pressure cuff, you know, like I was pumping, but like it wasn't really flowing and my hand started to get purple. Like
Oh my gosh.
my whole arm started to get purple. Y yo dije, voy a perder el brazo.
Oh
Y
my
más
gosh.
nunca. Estaba una vez y me puse a donar plasma y me hicieron una cosa en el brazo que la sangre no me estaba fluyendo y yo no podía pompear y la mano se me puso morada completa. Y yo empecé a gritar, empecé a llorar y dije, sáquenme esto, quítenme esto. And after that day, I never ever did it again.
Pero bueno, how much were they going to pay you for that?
I don't want to say it, it's embarrassing.
No, say it. ¿Cuánto te iban a pagar?
Tan, tarara. Boom, $100.
Oh my gosh. Only $100
Sí.
to sell your plasma?
Mhm.
I feel like they should, you know,
Es un
pay you
descaro.
more.
Everything is just it's a ripoff because you know they give you $100, but
Mhm.
they sell that for like so much money, like thousands of dollars. And I
Yeah.
have people coming in every day, like 30, 40, 50 people doing lines to do the same thing because a lot of people, you know, that they need money and they don't have any other ways of
Yeah.
getting it. But 1 out of 10 do not recommend.
0 out of 10. You're going to lose
Sí.
an arm. I don't
Sí.
recommend it.
No, más nunca lo voy a hacer de nuevo.
Oh my gosh. Well,
What about you?
I almost sold my eggs. Like, you know how like men can sell their sperm, women, we can sell our eggs.
Oh.
So I was down bad one day and I was like, you know what? Like, I might as well just donate my eggs. So I started looking into it and stuff, and they were gonna give me $5,500.
¿Cuánto?
$5,500 to sell my eggs.
Wow.
I was gonna do it, but then like I was doing research and everything like
Mhm.
that, and I was like, okay, like I'm not the type of person, I don't really like to inject myself that
Yeah.
much. Me da mucho miedo. So I was like, maybe I'm not that down bad that I don't need that.
It's a
But
whole process for that.
it was a huge process. Another thing, like with having PCOS, like
Mhm.
my eggs are limited already, so I
Mhm.
feel like I don't really want to give it out just yet. I
Yeah.
want to, you know, try for whenever I'm ready to have kids. So.
Yeah, that process, I mean, I've been through that process and for free. And it's crazy. You know, it's not something that you really want to just put out there and give
Right.
it, you know. Even though yeah, $5,000 is a lot of money, but you never know. What can
Yeah,
happen.
that's why I was just like, you know what? Like, let me just hold back a little bit. Let me
Mhm.
just wait and see what happens. Cause maybe one day I'm gonna have to do IVF. So I was like, I don't know. Let's just wait a little bit and see. But like always, like there's other ways to make money.
Mhm.
So I just got a second job and I just started, you know, making my money back. That's why a lot
That's
of
a
peop-
hustle, girl. That's how you do it.
that's the hustle. Yeah, that's why a lot of people nowadays, like young girls, get into OnlyFans.
Oh my God, yeah.
because that is kind of like the quickest way of making money, and kind of just posting pictures online and just making kind of quick money, I would say, in my opinion.
But let me tell you, there's a lot of money in that industry.
There is.
Like, si tú eres una persona de que a ti no te importa, and you just want to make a lot of money and like fast, quick money, that's something that is good. Now, would I ever do it? No.
Me
Like I
either.
don't want to put my face out there and my body out there, but it's an industry that is generating so much money.
It is.
And
It
it's
is.
crazy because a lot of people, they go to medical school, they go to law school or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're not making the same money that those girls are making
Mm-hmm.
with like 3-4 videos and a picture.
That's exactly right. Not just that, but also you have to think of it like this: like your body gets
Mhm.
older, and as your body gets older, you don't deteriorate, but like
Yeah.
your body changes. So I feel like, yeah, that's quick money, that's good money, but it's not gonna be forever money. It
Mhm.
is gonna go away once you get a little bit older. There's gonna be new 18, 19, 20-year olds that look better than you that are
Yeah.
gonna be making more money, and it's slowly gonna like start to go
Decline.
down. So, I mean, listen, everybody does what they want.
Mhm.
If you're comfortable making videos and selling your body online,
Mhm.
definitely go ahead and do so. Listen, it's your life, it's your choice.
Yeah.
Me personally, I agree with you. I wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
But
Me neither. But let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of people that I follow on social media. There's this one girl that I followed her because she was going through like a whole journey of losing weight. And I started following her because I was like, oh man, like she looks good. Like I want to know what she's doing
yeah,
so I
like
can
good for
maybe
her.
start doing
Yeah.
it too. And she turned out to be like one of those people that they're like the upside down pineapple, like la
Oh,
piña que se vira al revés.
swingers.
Ajá, ella es una swinger. Ella y el marido son swingers. Ella tiene un OnlyFans. Ella tiene un podcast también. Y ella se pasa el día entero hablando de sexo en social media. Like, she's the entire day talking about sex in social media.
Okay.
And, like, people send her questions, like, about, like, random things. And, dude, the things I see is just, like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Again, we might think it's weird for us, but, like, it's incredible what people like out there. So there's a lot of people, older people, making videos too and making money because, yeah, even though, the young girls are the ones that are doing it the most, there's people that like the older ones. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel que hay un roto para cada descosido. Like there's
Right.
always one person for you, and there's always like something that people are gonna like.
Right.
But again, I wouldn't want to put my face and my body out there.
And
It
listen,
doesn't matter how much you're paying me. I'm
not
not doing
just that, but I wouldn't want to share my partner.
it.
That's
Mm-mm.
another thing about me personally. Like I could not share my partner with anybody else. I
Mhm.
could not imagine. Like my friend and I were talking about this yesterday. Like we were talking about threesomes.
Mhm.
And I was like, listen, not even in a million years would I do a threesome with my man.
Yeah.
Right? Like I could not share my man with another girl. I would just think I'm crazy. I
Yeah.
would literally kill her. And I would kill him for looking at her. Like I'm possessive, so I couldn't do
Yeah.
that. If it was like another couple and I'm single and
Mhm.
it's like a random couple and they ask me, I'm down.
Yeah.
But if it's like me, I couldn't share my partner. But
Girl,
good for her. Good for her that
yeah.
she's okay with that.
I feel that a lot of people out there, like a lot of men and women,
Mhm.
like they there's a point they say that you shouldn't say no to something before you try, right?
Right.
I don't know, maybe there's, like I said, there's one thing for everybody. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like you said, I wouldn't do it with my partner
I wouldn't.
because I feel that if I do it with my partner, like there's just no respect there anymore.
I agree.
Again, no sé, ustedes piensan como ustedes lo quieran pensar. Yo conozco mucha gente que lo hacen abiertamente, tienen rules and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's not something that I would do.
I've met some polyamorous people. That's what they're called, polyamorous. Polyamorous is when like it's a couple, but like they have like a girlfriend.
Oh,
And it's like 3 people or more in a couple. I've seen people. I follow a girl like
no,
that,
I can't.
and she's been with that guy for years, and they like share girlfriends. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Love is love, but
Yeah.
to me, I couldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
But same with that. Like if you have constant threesomes with your partner, if you guys are comfortable with that, go for it.
Mhm.
I just feel like it allows for a lot of disrespect.
Yeah. that's why a lot of people, they have like rules and boundaries and stuff.
For that reason.
Again, it's not something that I'll be able to do. Yo no podría hacer eso porque
Yeah.
yo, como tú dices, yo lo cojo, tú sabes, lo cojo en eso y se forma el problema. You know, but again, there's people out there, if that's something that makes you happy and, you know, it's something that you enjoy doing, I mean, at the end of the day, you're not harming anybody, you know, like you're doing it because you want to do it and you love those people or whatever. Mientras que tú no le estés haciendo daño a nadie, haz lo que quieras hacer.
Right.
Again, it's not something that I would do.
Yeah, no, me either. I mean, listen.
Mira, yo he conocido gente que han tenido ese open relationship, open-minded, and then they have the rules that, oh, you go out, you know, and you tell me, or if you're gonna see this person, you tell me. And it has come to a point where either something happened there and then those people split up because it got to a point where there was so much disrespect, you know, and like it ruins marriages, it ruins parents, you know. And when you have kids, like, what are you teaching your kids? You know, like,
yeah, most of the times their kid or kids, they don't know that that's happening. Obviously, because it's something that you keep quiet. It's kind of like it's obviously part of your sex life, so you don't explain that to your kids. But I've seen couples that they have children, and sometimes like a friend of theirs or something, and like they invite them to have the threesome, and like then they have the threesome. But it's just things like, not only does it allow for disrespect, and I'm not saying it in a way that I wouldn't have a threesome because I'm not confident in myself, because I am confident in myself. It's just that I personally, I would feel disrespected. I would feel like at that point, if you want to have a threesome, it means that you are no longer interested in just me.
yeah.
So just go be with somebody else at that point, you know? So,
Dude, there's so many things that you can do with your partner, like sex related. Like, in what moment you or him or whoever starts thinking of bringing someone else? Like, ¿qué tiene que pasar en tu vida sexual donde tú digas, my partner is not enough, I need someone else? Like,
yeah,
there's gotta be something missing inside, you know, that person. There's
exactly.
a void that it's, you know, it's
That needs to
there.
be filled. And that's why I say, like, at that point, if you look at me and you tell me, you're like, listen, I think it's time to bring somebody else, and I'll be like, it's time for you to leave, because clearly ya tú no estás interesado en solamente, you know, me.
Sí.
So at that point, just go.
Sí. Yo no. Díganos ustedes qué ustedes piensan. Tell us
Yeah.
what you guys think. Again, if this is something that you do, good for you. I'm really proud of you. It's not something that I personally will be able to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you do you, boo boo.
And if it's something that you do, like, how do you do it? Can you tell us like that in the comments? Like, how do you mentally sit there and say, okay, listen, like, I'm gonna let my girlfriend touch another guy, or I'm gonna let my boyfriend touch another girl? Because it's like, when you guys are having sex, it's like, it's intimate. You're doing multiple things. So for me to sit there and watch,
and it's feelings too. It's not just
yeah,
bam, bam, bam. Because yeah, you can have sex with anybody and not mean anything. But if you have a partner, if you have a relationship, it's because, you know, like, it's, I don't know how you guys view it, but I feel like, you know, like alma con alma, like soul to soul. You
it
know, like, it's
is.
feelings involved. It's not just like pam, 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 done.
For me, it's like an energy transfer. Like, when I have sex, it's like an energy transfer. So I'm transferring like certain energies back and forth. So I agree with what you're saying. Like, it's not only just sex for pleasure, but I feel like it's also feelings are involved. And that's why a lot of the times, like, I'm the type of girl, like, if we have sex, I'm gonna catch feelings.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Like, if it's bomb,
Oh no, I'm not like that.
I'm catching feelings. But I'm not gonna be like knocking on your door like at 3 in the morning, like,
Yeah, like
obsessed.
stalker.
But I'll be like, damn, like,
Let's do it
damn,
again.
like, let's do it again. Like, I kind of like him.
Like, I'm not like that. Like, I, again, if it's not something that someone that I love, you know, like my partner or whatever, like, I can have sex with anybody and just be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
fun.
but like, again, if I'm with a person that I love and I feel, you know, that I want to have a life with, then it's not sex anymore. It's like love. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, I don't know.
I've never
It's
been
like a passion with like the craziness and then the love, you know, the
It's called
feelings.
Lust is like when
I
you're like
guess.
crazy and like you're
Mhm.
like passionate about that person. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
I've never been the type of girl that's been able to do that, like have just like one night stand and like, okay, bye. Like,
Yeah.
see ya. No, like, I'm more of like a lover girl. Like, I
Okay.
fall more in love. but it's different.
Yeah.
We're different people.
Yeah.
So that's
Mm.
that's kind of fun to know.
That's interesting.
Another thing that's interesting, I would say, is like dating outside of our culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty cool to kind of date outside of our culture and like meet different people and like explore like their foods and like see how their family is. What do you think?
It's fun, but it can be a little dangerous too.
What do you
Like
mean?
when it comes to like the way that we all are, you know, like when you have the same culture, like you know things, you know, like you know how to talk to each other, you know how
Yeah.
to treat each other, you know, like if I say un chiste or something, you know, like it's you're not gonna get offended,
Yeah.
you know, like we know how to treat our own. Now,
Mhm.
when we have someone else from a different culture, you know, like you have to watch out a lot of times because tú puedes decir una cosa de que él o ella piensa o la familia piensa de que you're not meaning it that way. Y eso puede ser también problema.
Yeah, it can be like offensive to them, I would say.
Exactly. So yeah, when it comes to like the food and like getting to know different things, it's super cool because obviously
Yeah.
it's not something that you're used to and you're getting to know like a whole new concept and you know like como dice people Mr. Worldwide, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel you have to be so careful and
Yeah.
always you have to be respectful and always have a good communication between each other.
Yeah.
You know, because things can get lost in translation.
Not only that, but like be receptive. Like sit
Mhm.
there and like try to understand their culture. I feel like that's
Exactly.
also really important. I have dated outside of my culture before. It wasn't anything too crazy,
Mhm.
but it was things that I'm like, wow, like that is different than what I'm used to. You know, like
Mhm.
not even just the food, but also like the family dynamic was different. So I was like, wow, like you guys are very different than my family. Like
Mhm.
with us Hispanics, like we're loud, we're crazy, we
Mhm.
yell over each other. Like we could be talking, me and you over there, like you and another person right there.
Mhm.
So in that specific family, it was more like you had to talk like this, like very low, you know, like you had to like be more soothed.
Yeah.
So it was cool, but at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather
Not do that anymore.
not do that anymore because I agree with you. I think that when you date within your culture too, it's nice because you understand each other more
Mhm.
and it's less, of a chance for things to get lost in translation.
Yeah, even though we speak like the same language when it comes to like Hispanic, Latino, and stuff like that, you know, like even though we speak Spanish too,
Yeah.
like we all speak a little differently. You know, like
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans and Cubans and Colombians and Venezuelans, like we all speak so different, even though we all
Yeah.
speak Spanish.
Mhm.
So uno tiene que tener cuidado porque a veces las cosas
Yeah.
pasan y entonces la gente dice, oh, me faltaste respeto, oh, me dijiste, oh, y no fue así, you know,
Yeah.
so it's cool, but again, it has its downfall sometimes.
What I do like about our culture, and it could be different for other Hispanics out there, maybe
Mhm.
it's different, but for us Cubans at least, like I like the fact that our culture is more like the old school. Like the man has a specific role and like the woman has a specific role. Like it's
Mhm.
more like, old school where not only does the man go and like provide for us,
Mhm.
but like we take care of the house and everything like that. I'm not saying that we can't go and make our own money,
Mhm.
but I like that that's more like old school because like I was saying in that relationship that I was in,
Mhm.
it was more like 50-50.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of like it's like a lot of this country, I think.
Yeah, it's
You
more
know,
like Americanized.
but not only Americanized because I've met people that are Hispanics, but they were either born here or
Yeah.
they've been here for 20, 30 years
Right.
and they have adapted to that part of the culture. You know,
Yeah.
in my household, things are equal. You know, like doesn't matter if you make the money, if I make the money, if we both make the money. At the end of the day, the money is for both of us.
Right.
Of course, you're gonna have your account. I'm gonna have my account, and we're gonna have the account for the house. You know,
Okay.
so where you can do whatever you want, I can do whatever I want. But at the end of the day, we put everything together as in this is for the house. Like right now, I'm not working at the moment because of things that happen in my life and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm taking a break and I'm also back to school. So my boyfriend's like, okay, I'm gonna take care of business right now. You focus on what's gonna get us to a different point in our life in a year or so, you know? But definitely, like, I do want to make my own money because yo estoy acostumbrada a trabajar. Yo desde que tengo 16 años trabajo
Yeah.
y siempre he buscado dinero y siempre he hecho, like, whatever I want with my money. But at the end of the day, you gotta have that partnership,
You've
like,
always been very independent.
I have.
And that's
Yeah.
awesome that you have a partner that sits there and like roots for you and
Yeah.
tells you like, listen, like you do what you have to do right now to
Mhm.
get to that point in your life. I'm going to keep on hustling for us and I'm going to
Mhm.
like make sure that we're covered financially. So that's awesome.
But the
You
same,
don't see that.
no, but the same way he's like that with me, I've been the same way with him. You know, like there was a point where he wanted to explore different job opportunities, and I said, look, go for it. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. And he went and he explored that job. Unfortunately, it really didn't work out how we wanted it to work out. But at the end of the day, I was there for him too. You know, so we do have that partnership that we're in this together. We're not just novio y novia. You know, we're
You
together.
guys are a team, and that's the
Exactly,
most
we're a team.
important part. And that's how we are too right now with my current partner. We are a team as well. He helps me clean. Only thing he doesn't do is cook, but that's okay. I rather my house not catch on fire.
Oh my god.
But he does help me clean. He helps me pick up around the house. He helps me buy things if I need it. He does cover basically almost everything. Like he covers like the entire apartment. He covers electricity, all that stuff, and I cover like the basics, like the house necessities, shampoo, conditioner, like things like that.
And
So
that's a lot of money still, because
it is.
nowadays with this economy, everything is money.
Exactly. So that's why it's really good to have a great partnership, especially like whenever we end up having kids. That's the easiest way to tell like how your life is gonna go with your kids is if you're a good team. If
Yeah.
you make a good team, you're set. Like that's the most important thing.
Exactly.
So that's pretty awesome
Yeah.
that you
Yeah,
guys are like that.
I'm happy. I'm happy that I found him and he found me and we found each other.
It's crazy like how much things change. Like especially like I've had, you know, some people in my life that I'm like, wow, like I can't believe like thank goodness all of that happened because it taught me it taught me to be who I am today as a partner. So
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, like there really is like light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, when I was younger and I was single for like 5 years straight up. Like yo estuve soltera como por 5 años porque
Wow.
nada me convenía. It was funny because my mom used to be like, you need to open up, you know, you need to let love come to you, you need to go out there. And I was like, no, I don't want it. You know, like I had such a bad experience from my previous partner
Yeah.
that I was like, I do not want that. You know, like yo no, yo voy a estar soltera forever. Yo me voy a morir soltera, yo no voy a tener hijos, yo no voy a tener marido, yo voy a ser una vieja sola. You know, that's what I used to think.
Yeah.
And life is crazy and it works in mysterious ways. Like
It
la
really does.
vida es una cosa increíble que a veces uno dice, coño, la vida es una cosa loca. Tú sabes, como las cosas pasan y suceden. Y bueno, gracias a Dios no terminé soltera.
So
A ver, las cosas igual siempre pueden cambiar. You know, like, uno no va a decir, oh, esto es hasta el final del mundo, porque uno nunca sabe las situaciones que van a
yeah,
pasar ni
you
nada.
never know.
Pero honestamente yo pienso que la relación que estoy ahora, eh, estoy muy bien, estoy feliz y la verdad es que muchas cosas que he logrado hoy en día is because of the relationship that I have. You know, a lot
Yeah.
of things that I have nowadays, like my house, you know, it's because of my partner as well.
Having somebody there to like push you and like help you and guide you
Yes.
is super important. I feel like nowadays it's really hard to see that. So that's why I say like, yeah, like sometimes like we can have issues, like, you know, partners have issues, but it's like, do I really want to give this up when it's something that's so good? He treats me so well. He understands me. He respects me. He listens to me for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I really want to give this up for just some random guy that's gonna treat me like shit? Or do I want to just work through it and just
Yeah.
like keep it, you know? And that's important. Like you have to work through your problems too.
You do. And at the end of the day, everybody has defects. You know, like todos tenemos defectos, todos
Nobody's
tenemos
perfect.
virtudes, nadie es perfecto. You know, like, yeah, you're gonna let this person go because, I don't know, no te ayuda a fregar, but then you're gonna find someone else que a lo mejor te mete un piñazo. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's little things like that. Like sometimes you have to choose your battle and see, okay, either do I stay with this person and deal with this little thing that I can manage and
Right.
change a little,
Yeah.
or I'm just gonna drop everything and go and find someone else that it's gonna be probably worse, you know?
Yeah, for sure. If you are experiencing any type of your husband, your boyfriend, anybody is hitting you,
Yeah.
please make sure that you contact somebody
Yeah,
and
get help.
get help and don't stay. I know sometimes it's really hard and I know sometimes, you know, maybe it's because you have the kids or something, but try to find a way to get out because it's going to keep on getting worse.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you brought that up too, you
Sí.
know.
No le
So,
permitas a nadie, no importa. A ver, cuando estamos hablando de que quedarte con tu pareja, tampoco permitas cosas como golpes, maltrato. Tú
yeah.
sabes, because Y eso va para las dos cosas, mujeres and hombres, men and women both.
Yes.
Because a lot of times people think, oh, the woman is the one that's getting hit. No, women
Yeah.
hit too, you know?
Women hit too, and that's really important. And like that's like the main aspect. Like there always has to be respect. You can have little issues where it's like, oh, I don't want to do the dishes today. Like so you get mad at him.
Yeah.
But it's like as long as there's respect and he respects you and he's not out cheating on you or hating you or
Ujú.
vice versa, she, you know? So it's just that's the main thing. You have to
Sí,
be, really careful.
sí.
So
Si estás con alguien que te maltrata,
yeah.
trata de ver cómo puedes salir de esa relación. Sabemos que es muy difícil, pero trata de buscar ayuda de alguna manera y con familiares, no sé, online, algo que pueda salirte tú de ese problema y que ojalá se te resuelvan las cosas.
Yeah. Everything is gonna come to a conclusion in the
Ujú.
end. And hopefully that's something that can happen
Yeah,
for you.
but
So
never think that you're gonna end up alone. There's one person here for everybody. Aquí hay una persona siempre para todo el mundo.
exactly.
No pienses, oh, porque me veo así o porque soy así, like I'm not gonna find love. You will find love, like eventually it'll happen, but like my mom would say, you have to let it happen too. No te puedes estar cerrada todo el tiempo, because tampoco las cosas, el amor no te va a llegar y te va a tocar la puerta y te va a decir, UPS, I'm here.
Right. And not just that, but like you have to love yourself first. When you
Mhm.
love yourself first and you respect yourself and you treat yourself well, other people are going to reciprocate that action.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's like the number one thing. Like you have to do that first and then allow others to do that for you. Never allow any type of disrespect. Never allow somebody levantándote la mano
Mhm.
or talking to you nasty. Always respect yourself and put yourself first. And I feel like with that, you can get anything you want. So
Exactly.
with
Mhm.
that, we're gonna end it here, guys.
Nos despedimos de nuevo, pero nada, nos vemos en la próxima semana.
Oh yeah, we'll see you next week. Please, like always, like, subscribe, comment down below, share, which is really important,
Ujú.
and also turn on the post bell notifications to get notified every time we post.
Ujú. Y nada, como siempre te vuelvo a repetir, por favor, dale like a nuestro video, comparte y comenta. Algunas personas nos comentan por el Instagram, pero déjanos un comentario. Tú sabes, si tienes algún tema que te gustaría que nosotras diéramos nuestra opinión y que habláramos de eso, go ahead and put it in the comments and we're gonna go ahead and make a video and talk about it. But we will see you guys next time.
All right, guys, see you
Take
next
care.
week.
Bye.
Bye.